SISE and IRIS, coordinators, attendees, and my brothers and sisters, a very good evening. Justice consists not in being neutral between right and wrong, but in finding the truth and upholding it wherever found against the wrong, said Theodore Roosevelt. With this, let's begin the second session of today. Before that, I wholeheartedly welcome our guest, Mr. Inayath, student activist. I also extend a warm welcome to the members of SISE and IRIS, coordinators, and all the attendees present to the International Online Conference on Justice, organized on the theme, Unmasking Injustice, Selective Outrage and Hypocrisy. Today's topic of discussion is the Kashmiri crisis and hidden hypocrisy. Earlier, the things that came to our mind on hearing Kashmir was the heaven on earth. Sonamarg, the land of gold, Leh, the Three Idiots location, Ladakh, every traveler's dream destination, Katwa, a lesser-known gem, Pulwama, all about natural springs and apples. Unfortunately, all these pictures have changed in the minds of every single responsible citizen. Today is the 350th day of lockdown at the so-called heaven on earth. The state was locked down on August 5, 2019, which is almost a year ago. The reason for the lockdown is the revocation of the special status of Jammu and Kashmir. In other words, the abrogation of Article 370. The 2019-20 Jammu and Kashmir lockdown refers to a security lockdown and communication blackout imposed to prevent protest. On 5th August 2019, the Union Home Minister Amit Shah stated it was wrong to state that Article 370 of the Constitution linked Jammu and Kashmir with India. Many opposing views were raised in the Rajya Sabha, but all in vain. He replied to the opposing voices telling that the Article 370 was used just as vote bank politics and the earlier government lacked the political will to revoke it. At the same time, there were also leaders who were in support of dividing the state into two union territories. The consequences of this act was tremendous and just beyond what words can explain. Nearly 4,000 people have been arrested from the disputed regions. From 5th of August to 7th of August 2019, that is in just 3 days, the valley witnessed about 55 incidents of stone pelting. Many were really injured and many properties were destroyed. Hospitals were filled with patients having pellet gun injuries. Knowing that protests and gatherings will take place, Section 144 was imposed on August 4th night. And the sudden imposition of Section 144 messed up the entire socio-economic life of the natives. A lot of students studying outside Kashmir was desperately trying to get in touch with their families, where all mobile connectivity and network connections has been shut down. I had few of such cases in my own college, and also a guest is one of them. Laborers employed from other states had to return empty-handed, and they had no idea how to reach back because there were no proper transport facilities. All the public transport was shut down. Around 4 lakh people migrate every year to Kashmir to earn a livelihood. Apart from all this, Indian forces have committed many human rights abuse and acts of terror against the Kashmiri civilian population, including killing, rape, torture, etc. And the detention of popular political leaders, including former chief ministers, Mehbooba Mufti and Umar Abdullah, is well known. But what isn't examined enough is the crackdown on several leaders of NC, PDP, and other such smaller parties. It is because the government identified these leaders and functionaries as the potential sources of resistance to its decision on Article 370. Even after the schools were officially open, students couldn't attend to it. I believe that even after 350 days of lockdown, normalcy or normality is still just a daydream. The peddling of anti-India, pro-separatist sentiment could not exist without a willful blindness and complicity. Today, we have Mr. Inayath, a student activist who is a Kashmiri native currently residing in Kerala. He completed his post-graduation from Calicut University. He also works with the organization Super Youth Excellency, which provides scholarship to students. He will be talking in detail on the topic Kashmiri crisis and hidden hypocrisy. Thereby, I conclude once again reminding justice delayed is justice denied. Thank you. I once again welcome and invite Mr. Inayath to take over the mic.
Yeah, thank you, Amna, for introducing me. Well, good evening, everyone, and this is a beautiful evening out here. Hope everyone is doing well, and I'm Inayath from Kashmir. Today, it's really a great honor to get a chance to interact with you, and I feel so special here to discuss the various crises which occur in Kashmir. Before that, I would like to give a big thank you to SIC organization and IRIS Foundation, who have done an outstanding job by joining different scholars around the globe to discuss on various violations of human rights. So before starting, I seriously, if I speak, honestly, I'm speaking to you. I have no idea from where should I start or from where should I end, because there are a lot of suffering which every Kashmiri citizen is facing right now. I believe that you might be well aware of all those difficulties which every Kashmiri is facing, and hopefully you guys will be well aware of it. And here, let me tell you that today, look, here I'm on a video conference with you only when my internet connection is suitable for you and I'm able to talk with you right now, and very nicely. The same situation is not in Kashmir right now. People who are there, they are suffering a lot from the past 1 year. After revoking the special status, till now, people of Kashmir are not having internet connection, proper internet connection. So here I will tell you there are a lot of difficulties which every Kashmiri face right now. Out of which, like you take, and I got many friends there in Kashmir who currently studies outside. So for them, it's like they have their classmates are getting online classes right now. As you know, that pandemic time, so no one can go to class, no one can join class. So for that, everyone is using online system. So all their classmates are getting online classes, but my friends, they are just simply sitting home doing nothing because they are not able to attend those classes. Who is like what will happen to their future? Who is responsible for their future? What is going to happen to their future? Not only for outsiders, inside Kashmir there are many, like as you know, students in Kashmir, they have been sitting in home from last 1 year, doing not attending a single class there. And after that, when now at the moment, we have no internet. Like, as you know, internet is playing very important role globally now. And Kashmiri, it's only Kashmiri who is not using internet right now because I don't know what kind of benefit is getting government through taking off the internet from Kashmiris. At this moment, internet is very important for every citizen. Like we want to know what's happening around the around the world, what's happening. No one knows. Actually, many of the people in Kashmir don't know what is virus, pandemic, or this coronavirus. What actually is it? This is also a matter like where we should be very very serious. Like government should seriously take some serious consideration towards this issue. Okay, leave this aside. This is also an issue there. Okay, let me give you one example about it. While if someday you are going to a hotel and ordering for a biryani, okay? Someday you go to hotel ordering for biryani, and before eating you are paying for it. This is just an example. Please listen. And while paying, you have paid your money for biryani, and after a moment, a waiter is coming towards you, and in his hand there is a plate, and in plate there is sada chawal, sada rice. Then how will you react on it? How are you going to react on it? You will definitely tell him that I have paid for biryani, and why you are offering me this sada chawal? What am I going to do with this? The same situation is in Kashmir right now. We are paying for 4G internet. Every Kashmiri is paying for 4G internet, and they are getting 2G internet, which is like you use it or not, there is no difference between that, whether you will use it or not. So currently, why I discuss this internet issue, why I discuss this firstly, because I feel this issue should be like cleared as soon as possible because people are suffering and it suffers a lot at the moment. So during this time, okay, now you tell me, there are many more issues which I would like to elaborate here. Now I am outside India. Okay, I'm in Kerala or somewhere. I'm in Kerala right now. Okay. Seriously, I'm telling you, I feel a real democracy here. I feel a real freedom here. Personally, I'm telling you, I feel yes. When I come out, I feel yes. This is real freedom right now, which I'm enjoying. This is the real freedom I'm enjoying at the moment. Because I can go out, I can come in, I can do anything I want. Because no one, it's my right. It's my right to go out whenever I want. It's my right to go out at any moment, at any time. It's my right to go out. No one is there to ask me why have you came out? Why show me your identity? Okay. All those things. No one will take me to the bus. While I'm in Kashmir, not me, my friends, anyone in Kashmir, they will never feel such kind of freedom there. They feel like they're tied with something. I cannot come out after 7 p.m. I cannot come out of my home. That kind of threat is in our mind. If you visit Kashmir, anytime if you visit Kashmir, you will see in every 3 or 2 kilometers, you will see an army camp. In every 2 or 3 kilometers. And here you have the information they are only to protect us. You got that? They have only to protect us there. But I am telling you, it's not like that. It's not like that. They are not protecting us. Why we are afraid of them? Tell me, if they are protecting us, why we are afraid of them? Why a Kashmiri is afraid of coming out? You give me the answer for this. Why a Kashmiri is afraid of coming out of his home after 7 p.m., evening 7 p.m.? Not like that, what it looked like. Of course, army should be there. Just keep them on borders. Their work is there. They are seriously bothering us there. Nothing else. They are just not protecting. That's that's a matter I should tell you that our mothers are very worried about us. Our parents are very worried about us while we are going out because it's unpredictable. They don't predict what's going to be happen in the next moment. Then during these circumstances, how will Kashmir develop? How is Kashmir going to develop? They told after revoking the article special status, they told that this is all to what we say. This is all for the development of Kashmir, for the goodness of Kashmir, for the goodness of Kashmiri. We love Kashmiris. Actually, they did not love us. They love the land of Kashmiris only. So how is going to be? I'm telling you how will it develop during these circumstances? When a Kashmiri tell me a shop will be open almost three days in a week or 4 days, and the rest will be lockdown or lockdown. I mean curfew, strike, and haftar, anything for the rest 4 or 5 days. How will the shopkeeper survive? Business people are very afraid to invest in any kind of activity there because they know it's going to vanish them. It's going to put them in a big trouble while by investing in that Kashmir. Many people strive because Kashmir is a land where you can earn a lot, where you can get a lot of things. We have our own natural resources which have a good position in the market. We have apple, we have walnuts, we have mushrooms, we have saffron. We have many things to produce, natural resources, which can put us on the top of the world, on top of the India as well as world. But these things, this hartal, this what we call curfew, all those things keep us always back. Then this is also a matter where government or the concerned authorities should they should take a look at it. I'm not blaming any kind of any government. I'm just telling we have no till now whichever government has came, no one has cleaned us well. Everyone need our land only. No one need us. The brutal killings. What is all that? What is all that for? Why you are killing innocent people over there? With that, let me take a look at how far our education system is. How far our education system is going. You can see that. Look, a Kashmiri, if you come to Kashmiri, talk to a boy there, any boy or any man, anyone you can talk there, and tell him what is your ambition, what is your future plan. I give you guarantee. He will have no plans in his life because it's such kind of a mentality created there in everybody's mind. They know it's unpredictable. Anything can happen anytime. They're just taking stones, throwing that, doing hartal, coming out. My cousins, I will tell you, my cousins, my relatives have been at home from the last almost 1 year. They have no classes, they have nothing to do there. Already after the abrogation of article taking our special status, no, my cousins, even whole Kashmir, no student have attended a single class there. Not a single class, I repeat. Who is responsible for that? Tell me. Who will be responsible? Who is responsible for the future of those students vanishing their careers? Kashmiri students, Kashmiri youth also want to know what's happening around. They have been tied down. They have no sort of knowledge what's going around, what they're going to do for. Past 1 year, there is no school, no classes. And when it comes for this pandemic virus, thought everyone should get online class. Government will consider, okay, now cannot do anything. How will our education system come out to this? How is going to how things will go work properly if these all circumstances will come in front? Let me tell you, media is playing one important role. I have tell you all those things, that are very important. Like in my opinion, I feel these are the priorities I give. Okay, what if these things are to be sorted out? No, I feel like everything will be sorted. Like Kashmir, I give you guarantee for this. I give you guarantee for this. All the above I have discussed with you. If these things are sorted out, within 1 or 2 years, Kashmir will be top of the India in every state. I will tell you. I am giving you guarantee for this. Then media is playing an important role, but they are misleading people. They're not, as you know, that while the article was taken during that time, media was like, firstly, the channels who speak voice of Kashmir, who speak voice of normal people, were closed, were banned. They were like blocked. All the channels were blocked. Only the channels who were allowed, who speak in favor of articles, who speak in favor of articles. You were misleading every Indian. I know what was happening was there. More than 10 or 20,000 troops were taken to Kashmir, infiltrated in Kashmir. When we asked why, they told us some sort of like attack is going to be happen inside Kashmir from Pakistan, and for that this security increasement is only for that. But that was a big lie. They fooled us. They took our status only by fooling us, by cheating us. It was an agreement. They couldn't. It was a promise. They couldn't complete that promise. They broke that promise. They broke the belief for every Kashmiri. This article was a hope for us, hope of living. But they took it from us. They took it very brutally. They keep us in an open jail like animals. They treat us like animals. They keep us in a jail for the next. Still, we are in a jail. I feel it. Still, we are in a jail. They kept us like in a jail and like cut all the connections from the world for the next 6 months. So we couldn't know what is happening around. Who is in favor of us? Who is in favor of them? We couldn't know for the next 6 months what is happening. Is this constitution? This is what constitution gives you, right? If this is constitution, then tell me. We don't expect anything from India right now. I'm telling you that we don't expect a single thing from India right now. This is like seriously, we don't expect a single thing from India right now. They are just disturbing the article like hell. Seriously, this was like taking the article withdrawing articles from constitution was seriously illegal. They are like Gundagardi. They are just running that party. It's not a party. It's Gunda party. You call it a Gunda party. So these were all my points I would love to share with you. And thank you for listening me. Thank you very much. I conclude here. Hello, can you hear me?
Thanks, sir, for your informative words.
Thank you.
Now we will have a 15-minute discussion on the same topic. Audience can post their questions in the chat box. So we have got a question. As a person who has witnessed the perils of living under siege, how would you comment on the mental well-being of people? How are the people of Kashmir coping with the situation?
Okay, that's a good question. There are, I mean, tell you, the people in Kashmir, they are just it's kind of a habit for them to deal with that. From the past 60 years. People around, they are just facing these problems like lockdown, like not only for 1 or 2 days, for you can see for a year almost, for a 6 month almost. Actually, we have one, we have one advantage that we have our own natural resources. We don't buy from market. Whole Kashmir, in every home, there is no one who can buy vegetables or something from market. We do everything from our home, so we never depend on market or something. There are a lot of work for people to do. So yeah, people deal with these things only through like going working in their farms, their vegetable farms, all those things. Yeah, they just deal these things with them. And the people who have many things, jobs to do, they're facing. Who have shops, who have business, who have schools. These are the main things actually. They're seriously facing with it, and yeah, that's all.
Next question. So we would like to know your opinion on the stand of international advocacy organizations on the Kashmir crisis.
Which organization?
International advocacy organizations.
Sorry, yeah, I haven't heard about it. Excuse me. Hello.
Yes, sir. International organizations' take on the Kashmir crisis.
What should I say about it? What I'm supposed to say?
What is your opinion about the stand of international organizations on the Kashmir crisis?
Definitely, like I would say, like mostly people from abroad, they are just supporting because they know what's happening inside Kashmir. They're getting a proper message. But in India, government is playing like a religious agenda. They are playing here. So people here just like they are just blind here. They're just following them blindly. They're following them with closing eyes. I feel very happy from not only that organization, many other organizations outside India, they're supporting us very nicely. They're just writing their voice for us, and that's very appreciable for me. And in India, people are just following them blindly, don't know, like, yeah, that's all.
Okay. We have got one more question.
Yes.
So we feel the pain of how difficult it is for our brothers and sisters in Kashmir. So our question is, what can we as students do for enhancing their life?
Can you repeat that? I couldn't hear.
We feel the pain of how difficult it is for our brothers and sisters in Kashmir. So we as students, what can we do to enhance their lives?
Look, now conducting this conference, it's a big thing for us. Like, let the voice reach every season of India, what is happening in Kashmir. This is all you can do for us. Like, this is all like conducting this kind of programs or attending some, conducting some college fest where you can discuss this matter. This is all you can do for us, and it's very appreciable for our this SSC organization, and they have done good job to put this matter forward. I hear many of the guys, they are telling that voice was not clear. So actually, climate here is very rainy. So I guess the internet connection might be low. So
Yes, sir, at times, but it's fine. We can get you.
thank you.
So thank you, sir, for answering to our queries and lighting us with your words. Thereby, we come to the conclusion of the session. I invite Muhammad Suhail, member of IRIS, for the vote of thanks. Suhail? Suhail is present here, but I think he's got some network issue.
Hello, I think Suhail is having some network issues, so we'll just continue with this. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
All right. Mr. Inayath Khan, that was an amazing presentation. Thank you for actually giving us your subjective experience of the issue. It was really wonderful to hear you speak. Usually we get different perspectives. I mean, we get a superficial view of the situation through international medias. But the point here is that we actually do not get the ground level perspective. What is really happening in Kashmir? What are the views of people who are staying in Kashmir? What is their condition? What are the issues, day-to-day issues they face? And that is the information that we got from you, and we are really thankful to you for that. And sir, we would like to appreciate your wonderful participation in this conference, especially for the fact that I mean, all the guests we got were actually speaking on different topics from a very intellectual point of view, but you actually handled the issue very subjectively, telling us what your personal opinions are, telling us what your personal take on the topic is, and also conveying to us what your day-to-day life problems were, how you dealt with those. Thank you, sir. Again, I would also like to thank all the participants in this conference. We hope that the Kashmir crisis, which is one of the greatest humanitarian crises in the history of India, it's still going on, has been going on since a lot of years, and we hope and pray sincerely that it comes to rest within the span of upcoming years. Sir, again, I would like to thank you on behalf of Sise and Iris. I would like to thank all the participants who attended, who keenly was listening to Inayath Khan speak. Thank you for your wonderful session. It was fantastic, fabulous, fun, intellectually stimulating. It was really amazing. We'd like to conclude without any further ado. Thank you, sir, and thank you, all the participants, on behalf of Sise and Iris, thank you once again for your attendance and your attention. Thank you.